Hey, what's happening guys? My name's Simon and this is a F1 video for you. As you can probably see at the start, I've taken off the guide that I have, or I've certainly been using, because I've been trying to get off as many assists as possible. I still have traction control on though, I just can't handle it at the moment. It's bad enough trying to learn corners, let alone when to put the throttle down or not. So I do have traction control on, so I'm sorry about that. But I just want to talk about the Japanese Grand Prix, because they've had like 2 practices, and the third practice was a complete mess, and it was just like aquaplaning, which is kind of funny because I like the idea of cars going around like boats on circuits. That'd be quite funny. And they completely postponed qualifying this morning, which I didn't get up for, which I'm kind of happy for, because I was going to, and then I was like, oh man, I'm just too tired from work. I'll just see the results in the morning and just watch the Grand Prix on Sunday morning. And I was like, so when I woke up this morning, I was like, whew, I'm glad I didn't get up for that, because that would probably have pissed me off. I don't know if any of you got up for it, or if anyone watching this video got up for it, but it was a complete washout, and they didn't do any qualifying. Instead, they're going to do qualifying tomorrow morning. I think it's about 2 o'clock British time, and I think the race is going to be about 7 AM, which I'll be up for. But yeah, so it's a complete washout in Suzuka at the moment. Lewis Hamilton's had about 10 laps, I think, of the circuit, which he said it doesn't matter, but 10 laps of one circuit when you've got a good 50 or 60 to do is well, I don't know how well prepared he's going to be for that. I can imagine him going off tomorrow personally. But I saw some of these videos of them just skidding all over the place, and it was literally they're just going down a straight, and then the river that's on the circuit would just take them the rest of the way, which is quite funny to watch. But I think if anybody had been silly enough to drive a little bit faster, they probably would have ruined their cars, and they probably wouldn't have been in the race in the first place. And I'm kind of getting sick and tired of this game, because people are just bashing into the back of me, and this is why I'm getting a little bit more aggressive now, because people are doing it to me, so I'm starting to do it to them. I had one race where all this guy wanted to do was take me out, just because I took over him. He was quite happy just to constantly crash into me, and I've not had a great experience of online racing, and it's sort of putting me off of it, just by the initial people that just want to crash into you, and I just don't want it to happen anymore. And I'm kidding, it's alright, I'm not crying over it. But anyway, yeah, so we got this is a sprint on Bahrain, which I do okay in, and I've been trying to just get used to every track, well not every track, trying to get used to as many tracks as possible without the guide on, because that's one of, I think, people that watch videos, they're like, one thing that they want to complain about is, dude, you're such an amateur, you got the guide on, of course you're going to be shit. And so I'm trying to take it off, and I'm trying my best to remember tracks and their braking points, and I've been trying to use the little yardage signs at the side of the road as points to when you turn in, so when I've got a brake. I've been trying to do that. It's very difficult though. I'm pretty sure that 90% of the people that play this game online have the guides on, but because I do videos, it's kind of like, you've got to try your best to make them as visually entertaining as possible, and having the guide on can be a bit always using the guide. There's an excuse there, I find, to why I'm doing well. And although I've got traction control on, I know what you're going to say, although I've got traction control on, it's just purely because that's one I probably would be spinning around in circles, and because I use a controller, it's very difficult to control the throttle on the controller. You can be as like what's the word I'm looking for? You can be as light on it as possible, but you'll still spin out of control. I could imagine that if I had a wheel and some pedals, that it would be a lot easier. I don't know if anybody has wheel and pedals that watches these videos. Tell me perhaps it's a lot easier to use them than it is to obviously use the controller, especially with traction control off. And even then, I'd probably be able to have the manual gear shift, because I'd have the flappy paddle on the steering wheel. So yeah, I've been trying my best to get videos with the things taken off, but I'll be putting a video out tomorrow, probably either after or before the race, or maybe during it. Depends on whether or not the race will actually happen tomorrow. It's supposed to be sunny tomorrow, so we'll wait and see what happens. So yeah, let me know what you think. If you guys can like the video, that helps a lot. I'm going to take this bollard over the line with me. I was so happy that there was a bollard attached to my wheel. But yeah, if you guys could like it, that helps so much towards my channel, towards my videos getting noticed a little bit more. And if you could comment and check my channel out, and if you like it, subscribe. Thanks very much for listening, guys, and I'll speak to you tomorrow. Bye.